really appreciate that you guys would come out on such a rainy night. I know a lot of us come in a little soaked. So just as a background, this group was started by me, Arian Kokish, Brenna Zemet, and we're here to help support the 2018 Bond Referendum. We are joined by many other community members, teachers, and staff people. Our goal tonight is to give you more information about the bond building projects and why they are necessary for our school. We'll have the high school, or we'll have our North Park principal present the projects. Arian will explain our reasons and data packet that many of you have received, and that helps show our school success. Then we'll have a panel open for questions, and at the end we'll have ways that you can sign up to help, get a sign, or donate. Again, we really appreciate your willingness to come and join us in getting this bond referendum passed. We can't do this without your help. Tonight, Arian is gonna kind of lead us through what our evening looks and kind of transition us between different pieces. So thanks again for coming.
All right, yes, thank you all so much for coming out on such a lovely evening. We're all a little wet, but we're here, and we're here to do really good things for Columbia Heights Schools. This is really important to our students and our community, and we're excited to get going with this work. I'm going to invite Daniel Honig's up right away. He's a math teacher, and he is also the president of our local 710 to share our union support of this referendum.
Thank you, Arian. Hi, I'm Daniel Honig's. I am the president of Columbia Heights Federation of Teachers, local number 710. And I represent approximately 250 teachers throughout our school district, Columbia Heights Public Schools. And as well, we are a part of larger organizations. We're a part of Education Minnesota, which is the statewide teachers union. And many of you may not know, but we are one of only two state unions that incorporated both NEA and AFT, so all of our members are a part of both the NEA, the National Education Association, and the AFT, the American Federation of Teachers. And as well, we also have support not only from all of those groups, but also from the AFL-CIO, which is the umbrella organization for, well, most unions in the United States. So, back in the early spring, the local 710 Executive Council voted unanimously to support and endorse the bond referendum that would come forth. We hadn't even heard the finals on the bond referendum, so we didn't know exactly what form it would take, but regardless of the exact form that it would take, we voted to go ahead and support all of the bond referendum, no matter what form it took, unanimously. So this whole thing has our complete and utter support. We are in lockstep with the school board and with, I would say, the vast majority of the faculty and staff at Columbia Heights Public Schools. It is painfully obvious, and Jeff Sosek will go ahead and give details, and I'm pretty sure some of the parents will speak tonight as well, will give details on why it is painfully obvious that North Park Elementary needs updating. To me and to all of Local 710, it's a crisis at this point for many reasons, which you'll hear, the most important being the security of the building in my view. So, as well as equity amongst the buildings. So we have amenities and things going on in Highland Elementary and at Valley View Elementary that just aren't the case up at North Park Elementary, and we need to make those things equitable. Our students deserve it. So, most importantly also, we're a union. So what affects one of us affects all of us. And I think we can say that amongst the entire school district, because when we are unable to have a program or some sort of support at North Park Elementary, and my biggest example of this is the 3-year-old, I believe it's the 3-year-olds are not housed, and they are at Highland and at Valley View. They're not housed in the building because they don't have the adequate facilities. They have to be ADA compliant and other things. They have to have bathrooms within so many feet of the classrooms, and when that's not available, those kids are actually housed at the district center, causing space problems at the family center, which is right next to district center, and that causes space problems there. And they've had to do some shifting of classrooms and office spaces and other things, and they're bursting at the seams as well. So once we get North Park settled and we're able to move those 3-year-old programs back there, then what that will mean is that we can actually relax a little bit at the family center. And that would be a good thing. So, and this is just one of many things where one thing that affects North Park affects us all, right? And so there are many other things. What affects one of the elementary schools definitely affects the other 2 elementary schools, because it's causing Highland Elementary to have to do things, Valley View Elementary to have to do things when a program or service can't be held there, if there's a special ed program because of space or ADA compliance or other things. So there's a lot that goes along. And as a union, what affects one of us affects all of us. We must stand together. And I close by saying, quoting one of my favorite people, Paul Wellstone, we are all better off when we are all better off. So, thank you very much, and I hope you have a lot of questions tonight.